I think that it's huge that AMC is able to come to PACAF, into the Indo-PACOM area, and operate with the 36 and Japanese forces and do something on a first time.
So Airborne 22, it provides a training opportunity for the JGSDF to get all the airborne that they need. So it partners with our 1st Brigade. This is an opportunity for them to all jump into the same drop zone. So this is a big exercise. Initial planning started back in November. We've had 5 meetings just with the JGSDF and ourselves between now and then. It takes a lot of man hours, a lot of planning to get something like this. A lot of work goes into, I guess, the short story here. We have a couple additional tails, those 2 being the Dyess tails that flew up to it. Otherwise, the number of personnel, the CDS is pretty much close to the same, but we do have more airplanes this time around.
This one is a huge difference just based on where we are and who we're working with. So really it's the international allies that we're working with, and also just being in Japan overall is different from what we're typically used to working CONUS in the US or out in CENTCOM.
The 1st Airborne Brigade is the JFE component of their ground forces. They're the guys, if we have to do a JFE, a joint forcible entry, they're the ones that are going to go in and do that. What they bring to the table is the expertise as being the SME in that area. Like, what do they need for the ground force commander to take this area? What do they need to hold it? So that's what they're bringing to the fight for us today.
I think it's very important that we are working the relationships throughout Indo-PACOM, both with Japanese forces and other US forces, in order to make sure we're all playing on the same page, which this is a good example that we are able to do that. We showed up as AMC from Texas. We showed up, briefed one day prior, and executed the next day. So that is really just a proof of concept that the tactics, techniques, and procedures that we practice and train every day actually play into effect and work pretty well, no matter where we are or who we're working with.